Locked in.
Look at what we have here, folks.
To the only show that matters.
The cream of the crop.
Duke Loves Rasslin.
And there is no one that does it better than
your host.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
The Duke.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Whether you like it or you don't like it, learn to love it, because it's the best thing going today. Woo!
Jeez. You know, you don't know how to do Ric Flair.
Listen,
You don't do it justice.
I do it plenty
And it's
of justice.
just sad.
Justice is blind, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully it's deaf, too. Hopefully it's deaf.
You're already starting with your nonsense today.
I am starting, because you got me really on a mood here.
Give me a break.
Already, as usual.
Yeah.
Here I am. I get to the secret location early tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, I prepare the show as I normally do.
Yeah.
As I take care of you all the time.
Okay.
All I ask is that you show up on time. And what do I get when I get here?
Yeah, this traffic is kind of crazy, bro. I might be about 5-10 minutes late. Just wait for me to send you a message letting you know I'm there.
Yeah.
Peace.
Like, I'm going to sit around and wait for your message when you're here.
That's
How
what
about
you
be
should
here
do.
on time?
Look.
Be here on time.
The show can't start without me, so what's your point?
You know how often people have asked me to start the show without you? They've asked me to finish the show without you as well.
Yeah.
So I just might do that.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Don't tempt me.
That would be the worst episode ever, okay? You left to
That's
your own
saying a lot.
devices, that's scary.
That's saying a lot.
That's very scary, okay? Welcome back to Duke Loves Rasslin. I am the Duke. And yes, I do enjoy doing pro wrestler impersonations, including the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And I'm going to keep on doing them no matter what my cranky co-host, the Boston bad boy, Iron Mike Pelosi, says.
Yeah, well, all I'm going to say is I got to watch the ESPN thing.
Yes, you do.
Because
30 for 30.
everyone I know, non-wrestling fans, have watched it and said it was insane and hilarious.
I've been telling you that Ric Flair is a big deal in the world.
No, I know that he's
because
a big deal.
he's been everywhere.
Well, here's the thing. I think like if there's a certain genre of anything and you're the name guy, doesn't matter that whatever the genre, doesn't matter what the genre is.
Sure.
Like if you're the best juggler in the world, that's a thing.
People know you.
People know you.
They may not know anybody else.
They may
but
not care
know
about
you.
juggling. Juggling is boring.
Sure.
But you're the best, so you do the whole thing, you throw it up. Ric Flair, you might, whatever you think about wrestling, it's fake or it's stupid, it's whatever. You can't ignore the juggernaut that is Ric Flair.
You got to just look at it this way. For about 45 years, he's consistently been on television.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
That's a long time.
And all over the world.
That's like Johnny Carson.
Literally. So, of course, everyone knows who he is. He's Ric Flair.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I got to sit down and watch it.
Yes,
I just haven't gotten around to it.
It's
yet.
amazing.
I know you probably dedicated a whole night to it.
Well,
you ordered special food, didn't you?
I do the special food.
You ordered
special
special
I do the special food.
Were there scented candles?
No.
Just to get like a little aromatherapy going?
Well, what's wrong with you?
I'm asking. No, this is real because I know you do the special food.
I
you
do
make
the
a big
special
production out of
food.
these wrestling
I
things.
I do.
And I would assume that this was a big thing. It's been a long time coming, this thing.
Sure.
They were filming
We've been reporting on this pretty much the duration of this podcast.
They've been filming it for a while.
Yes.
And then they filmed during when he had gotten sick and all this. They wasn't quite done yet.
He almost passed away.
So they got him squared away.
Yep.
They got it done, and it's very popular. I'm surprised.
Huge.
Everybody watched it right away too. People walking around my office going,
Yeah.
"Did you?" They know I hate wrestling, so they didn't even bother
But you don't
to
hate
tell me
Ric
about
Flair.
it.
You don't hate Ric Flair.
That's the thing. I'll make an exception for it. Again,
course.
You're talking about the pinnacle. If I'm watching a documentary about like podcasting, I'm not going to watch it about you.
Well, you must.
No, I'm going to watch it about someone who has a really popular
me a
podcast,
break.
like Mark Maron or
No,
something.
you're
That's
not
who I'm going to
do that.
talk.
You're going to watch it
No,
about me.
I don't think so.
I'll say this just on the Ric Flair 30 for 30. The guy who did it, who directed it,
Okay.
the person who originally came up with the idea wanted to do Andre the Giant.
Really?
And that got shut down because Andre the Giant, you're about 25 years too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Andre the Giant is sort of a
was
pop
big.
culture touchstone.
Well, he
but,
was
yeah.
big, but today, no.
Well, again, just the fact that Flair is the age he is, still doing it.
Yes.
I mean, still, obviously at a reduced rate, but he's still involved. His kids are involved.
He's more popular today than he ever was in his life.
Yeah, and that's
Think
interesting.
about that.
More popular in semi-retirement. That
Sure.
happens in sports, though, sometimes. I mean,
Yeah.
people go on to do everything. Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
No, more popular as retired president.
Sure.
Than
ever when
active
he was in office.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So that can happen.
Yep.
And
History is kind to you.
I don't think Flair was ever going to let that not happen.
No, of
because
course.
that's who he is.
Yes.
It's not like he hangs it up when
It's
he
not
goes
a
home.
gimmick. Not a
it's
gimmick.
not a-
Yep.
yeah, and that's why it's special, and I think that's why it'll never happen again.
Absolutely.
Because you couldn't get away with the things that he did to become a
None
legend
of it.
now.
None of it.
You can't replicate that.
No, none of it. Don't even try it.
No, honestly, don't try this,
Yeah,
kids.
please.
This is.
Don't try it at home
Don't
or
try it
anywhere
at home
else. for that
or
matter.
anyone else's home.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't try it on airplanes.
Yeah, please.
Nowhere.
Just don't do it. Don't do it. What are the top stories in the world of pro wrestling?
Don't really care.
Well, we're going to find out anyway when we run the ropes. Big Vito LoGrasso. He's got a few things on his chest. He's going to get them off today. He's coming back to join us here. We also have one of our loyal listeners. And let me tell you something. This is going to be a segment that's going to knock everybody's socks
You
off.
say that when we have these people call,
Yeah.
and universally, it's not that compelling, to be quite honest.
Well,
these people you drag on here,
listen,
these poor people you drag on our show.
Stop it right now. Stop it right now.
All I'm
okay?
saying is the last time you did this, I don't know.
All I'm going to say is you will never forget the name Smiley. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, but we're going to find out later. But before we get to any of that, Boston Bad Boy got some sad news to report.
Okay.
Mr. Richard Tugboat Taylor, a.k.a. Tug Taylor, he has moved on to take bumps in the great big ring in the sky.
Wow.
Yep.
Legend.
Yes. I mean, look, we talk about it all the time. When I was a young kid, I would rush home from grade school.
Because you had no friends.
Get my homework done so I can sit in front of that TV and watch Global Wrestling Federation on ESPN. And everyone from Booker T, JBL, I'm using the current names. They weren't necessarily called that back then. X-Pac. A lot of these folks were in Global. That's where they got their start. And Tugboat Taylor was a wrestler/trainer. And he was just a guy who was a mainstay. He really helped the overall quality of the product. He helped usher that along.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he was a good guy. Shout out to Chaz, who is his son, who was also in Global Wrestling Federation. That's where he got his start. I know Chaz and the family, it's tough for them.
Of course it is.
Tug was sick. Chaz had kept me updated on it because I wanted to get Tugboat. I actually wanted him to be one of our first guests, but he was just too sick.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to last year. But I'm glad that he's not suffering anymore, and hopefully he's in a better place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, on behalf of the entire wrestling crew, once again, rest in heaven, Tugboat Taylor.
I got to say something. When you were telling that very poignant story, I want to go back to the very beginning of it.
Sure.
Just rush home from school.
Yes.
Turn on the TV.
Yes.
Can we talk to your mom and ask her why she let you watch so much television? Because it formed the strange person you've become in your adulthood.
You just ruined everything. You see what you do?
No, I'm
do
just
you see
asking.
What you do?
You did no. That has nothing.
Okay.
I'm just curious about the beginning part. About maybe you watched too much television.
Is
as
that
a
what
kid.
it is? Huh?
That's what I'm worried about.
That's why I'm a well-rounded person.
I don't know.
People like me. I don't know if you noticed that or not, pal.
Really?
Yeah.
People? Are you sure it's plural?
Yeah.
It's not just maybe person?
Yeah.
Because I just mathematically, someone likes you probably.
Give me a break.
I just don't know about people.
Run the ropes. He's already starting his nonsense already, folks. I don't know.
I just do
with
what
this
I
guy.
do.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's time to run the ropes. It's when I educate this knucklehead Boston bad boy on the top 5 stories in the world of professional wrestling. Let's go. Boston bad boy.
What?
There were 2, not 1, 2 major title changes during the WWE's recent European tour.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose, who's a piece of crap, by the way. Seth Rollins, who's another piece of crap.
Boy, you're all. I'm already yawning. You're all. You're full of vim and vigor and happiness tonight.
Listen, because they
just
lost.
get on with the news, will
They
you?
lost to the Bar. Okay, they lost the tag team championships. But even a bigger deal, AJ Styles, who I like, defeated Jinder Mahal. They
Really?
took the title off of Jinder.
Interesting.
Can you believe this?
I can. I mean,
Disgusting.
well, I think it was due because of all these sort of racially insensitive things that he had been doing recently.
Sure,
and I think that you don't want to go down that line.
Well, I think they're going to repackage him a little bit.
But the problem is they'd have no control over there. So because they have no control at WWE, right? They develop somebody, And then once the person's at the top, they don't have the experience nor the control from the top office to stay there. They start doing stupid stuff, and now they have to flush all that work down the toilet
you go again.
and develop someone else. It's baloney.
Listen, Jinder will get the belt back, and he'll probably be the biggest babyface in the company once that happens.
Yeah, well,
okay?
And as soon as they figure out how to make Roman Reigns a babyface.
Give me a break. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in trouble. Yeah, they're in big trouble, man. These Canadians, I don't know what's getting into them. But according to all the different publications, including Pro Wrestling Sheet, both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have been an absolute pain in the butt to the point where they've upset all of their coworkers and they got kicked off the tour. Sent home.
Wait a minute. How does that work?
It happens.
Wait, who does the sending home, though?
Well, whoever is in charge of the tour at the time.
Who is?
So there are executives who...
Okay, and these are executives with
WWE.
WWE.
Yeah. Somebody has to travel with the talent.
Okay.
And they make decisions.
So who was it?
Who was what?
Who made the decision?
Probably
Who's
Triple
on
H.
first? What do you think I'm asking you?
I'm pretty sure it was Triple H.
The dope. Okay.
Well, stop it.
There you go.
Just stop it.
Oh,
right
wrestlers didn't get along, so throw them off. Really?
Well, you have to look. Two guys acting up. Get rid of them.
Get the hell out of here.
Get rid of them.
It's all a work. First of all,
no,
it's all a work.
This is real life
because they
though.
don't know how to do anything else creative. So that's what they do. They make these phony stories. The guy got kicked off the bus. It's stupid. They're Canadians. They're nice people.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
They're
sure
nice
about that.
people.
I don't believe that at all. No.
They're nice people.
Well, not these two.
You know who's not nice?
Who?
You.
Duke Loves Rasslin is top news.
Oh, here we go. That's not news.
Hey, listen.
You cannot report news that you're top news. That's
Why not? Why not?
Because it's stupid.
It's top news.
It's self-serving.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Well, hey, they want to put us up top. That's what happens, okay?
All right. First of all, I put you up top.
All right, here it comes.
Because
He's gonna
I
take
was
full
the one
credit, right? Here
who
we go.
saved your ass
Yeah.
and figured out who to talk to when you forgot to book a guest last week.
You're gonna do this again. You're the producer.
No, that's
not
right.
me.
I'm the
You're
producer. I'm the producer.
Yeah.
I got the guest on.
Okay.
I put this show over
Good job.
as I do
And
every single
It was
week.
a terrible guess.
It really
by
was.
the way.
I thought it was.
Okay.
I thought that we're top news.
Well, listen. Let me finish.
Are we
what I'm
top
saying
news
here.
or was it a terrible guest? What
Well,
is it?
well,
You can't have it both ways, Jack.
It was only top because of me. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the wonderful fans out there who continue to make us the talk of the town. Our interview with Manny Fernandez was the top trending wrestling story of the weekend, folks.
What is this? A statement?
Okay.
It's
awesome.
like you're talking like you have this prepared.
I'm on the news.
You rehearsed this, didn't you?
I'm on the news. Yes.
This
I
is
was
like
in
your
front of the mirror.
Oscar acceptance speech.
It really
Are you
is.
going to thank baby Jesus too and Mom?
Listen,
you throw them in there. You might as well.
We were covered by Rumbling Rumors, Wrestling Inc. We were covered by 411 Mania.
And
we were covered by everybody.
Yeah, and like 7 other publications no one's ever heard from.
Well, it was more like 700, but still.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like, how about people in the real world?
All I want to tell you folks out there is this is why you come to Duke Loves Rasslin, because you know we're going to deliver the best content. You know I'm going to educate the Boston bad boy. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, by the way, folks, I'll let you know if I'm ever educated by him. It hasn't happened yet, but trust me, I'll let you know.
He's so rude. Alberto El Patron returns to Impact Wrestling. Yep, that's right, folks. At the Bound for Glory pay-per-view, which was a dumpster fire, by the way, was definitely not their best effort. Alberto returned to the promotion and cut a scathing promo, Boston Bad Boy, where he was running down Impact for not supporting him during the whole domestic assault saga.
Yeah, I saw you posted a little bit of this. I didn't really read through it all the way, but what it seems to be,
he called them out.
Calls them out because they jumped the gun.
Yep.
And assumed guilty when in this country you are innocent until proven guilty.
And he was the survivor. He was the
survivor.
One doing it. Yep.
And to add insult to injury, she's going back to WWE.
Yeah, that's the word.
So how much is a man going to take?
It's pretty bad.
Of course, he's got to say something,
Yep.
and he did.
He did.
He did.
And
so
you know what?
what?
It makes me wonder if they wanted him to because they cut it out on the replay.
Did they really?
They
so
cut it
he
out.
went out. He went off the plantation.
I think he went into business
reservation.
for himself.
I think he went into business for himself.
Yeah, seriously, 'cause he just went out there and just cut it. Boom.
Wow.
Said what he had to say, basically calling out everybody for, assuming the worst on him, because he's a high character guy. I gotta tell you.
Listen. Whatever went on, goes on, has gone on a case by case basis based on the facts that we know.
Sure.
He's the survivor.
Yep.
He got the raw end of the deal. Mm-hmm. from a company that had nothing to do with the company she was involved with.
Which is ironic, right?
So is there some collusion going on here? They're trying to cover their own asses. What's going on?
I think they.
Meanwhile,
were just,
they're going to bring her back.
Yeah, I don't.
She's no great shakes. Let me tell you that.
Listen.
Let me tell you that right now. And now we know she's got a problem.
Yeah.
She's done it.
She's done it.
It's done.
Yeah, it's true.
Again, maybe you never do it again, but you did it.
All I can say is, Alberto, I hope you're all right, safe and healthy, and welcome back. The number one story in the world of professional wrestling is...
We're almost halfway through this show.
Stop it right now. Chris Jericho will take on Kenny Omega. Can you believe this? This is amazing news here.
Okay.
Chris
Tell me
Jericho.
why. Why is this amazing news?
Because one of the top wrestlers from the WWE is going to wrestle for New Japan Pro Wrestling. His contract expired with the WWE. Mm-hmm. Now he's going to wrestle somewhere else. One match.
Wow,
but
and
still.
they didn't come break his legs to make sure he didn't wrestle with anybody else ever again?
Happen here?
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
This is going to be I smell a Vince McMahon, Tanya Harding situation here.
Stop it.
He's going to get galoolied, and the leg is going to be hurt, and he won't end up being able to do it.
Do you listen to yourself?
Absolutely.
I mean, just...
Can I just tell you, when it comes to listening to myself, my biggest regret in life is that I'll never get to see myself perform live.
You've heard what I think, and you've heard his nonsense here. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm a jerk? Maybe something in between.
Yeah, absolutely.
Head over to Facebook, head over to Twitter, type in Duke Loves Rasslin, and let me know. Up next, we got him, Big Vito LoGrasso.
What's up, guys? This is Babam from the You Should Play This podcast, and you are listening to Duke Loves Rasslin. But you're not listening to him play any good video games. Pro wrestling, give me a break.
How you doing, guys? It's the Pavarotti of Hard Shots to the Body coming to you live, baby, live from the Corleone Club. It's Big Vito LoGrasso. How's everybody doing tonight? And it is going to be a great, great segment here on the Duke of Wrestling talk show. Duke, how are you tonight?
Big Vito, I'm always good. Great to hear your voice, brother.
Well, I got one of those voices. They compare me to Johnny Carson every now and then,
That's right.
I know I'm an up-and-comer.
Some
I'm going
weird,
right
wild stuff.
I'm telling you, seriously.
I love when Vito comes on because he just takes over the show. He promises a good segment, and
he delivers.
And he delivers every time.
Every time. So, look, Vito, we got to talk to you about something, though, man. There's been some crazy stuff going on online, and, I reached out to you, and I said, Vito, I got to have you come on the show. You got to give us the real deal here. What the heck is going on with this guy? I don't even know what to call him. I'm just going to call him this guy, Kenny Bolin, who's been talking complete garbage about you and your family. What's going on with this guy?
Well, he became very vulgar, and we're going back and forth, and I told him, I said, I do this better part-time than you do this full-time. I'm not making money at this. I'm doing this for my wife's recovery. And it got heated where I told him to F off. I told him he's disgusting, he's vulgar. I mean, he was putting himself over. He's the number one this, he's over at that, he's doing this. But when you talk about a man's wife and you make vulgar comments about sexual acts, you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. And when you're talking about a woman who's handicapped and has some medical problems and is recovering from a stroke, you're really scraping the bottom of a barrel to try and get a pop and try and be able to heal. And I don't dig that. If you were in front of me and you did that, I'd crack your head open. I wouldn't even think twice.
And I think Vito, there's one word, and you'll agree with me for this guy. He's a gavone.
Yeah, he's a gavone. He's a jadrul.
Jadrul. Wow, I haven't heard that in years.
He's a disgraziado.
Yeah. Oh, I like all that.
See? Yeah, I mean, he's all the old-time names.
That's it. Vito, I want to ask you a question, though. This past weekend, one of the top stories online, the top story really, has been Manny Fernandez. He was here on the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast, and he made some interesting comments talking about his career and time with Dusty Rhodes and all the promotions that he wrestled for. But he told a story that really got picked up by all the sheets. He told Vince McMahon to go F himself because Vince tried to put bull horns on his head. At least that's what Manny told us here.
As far as Manny Fernandez goes, I mean, I don't think it happened. I don't believe it happened. But, I mean, the other things that I read where it wasn't him who played in the NFL,
Whoa.
and he never was in the He wasn't in the Vietnam War. He wasn't a war veteran. When I seen the whole article that came out and exposed him, I think it's kind of disrespectful to the guys who really have, went there and served the country, and to the guys who actually put their lives on the line.
I'm curious. You've been very outspoken. You're very well spoken. What's the most interesting conversation you had with Vince McMahon, if any? I mean, or with one of your superiors who was running a promotion or something? I mean, I feel like it can get a little heated when you're working.
When you talk about, listen, I want you to do this dress gimmick. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. And I said, okay, no problem. I used to call him Mr. McMahon, and this is a true story. I used to call him, he says, Vito, he says, you got to do me a favor. You got to stop calling me Mr. Call me Vince. I said, are you sure? Because I'm very respectful of all my bosses, So when I first had the first conversation about when they were trying to find something for me, I said, Vince, remember I used to do hardcore. I says, if you want me to do hardcore again, I said, I'd be willing to do it. And he says, Vito, he says, you're too good of a wrestler to be hardcore. Hardcore is for guys who can't wrestle. He says, you're way above that. You don't need to do that. We'll have something for you. So, when the dress came along, it might, people say, they were ribbing you. Must have been a ha-ha. But, I had the last laugh because I got the gimmick over. And every TV, I was in Vince McMahon's office, at the TV, talking to him and, talking about what I'm going to do next. And every night, because I was grateful just for the chance, I always went and said, okay, Vince, I'll see you. Good night. Have a good evening. And I left. I never had no better. For guys who tell Vince, hey, F off or do this, or they get heated, yes, it does happen. Yes, it does but just to walk into someplace and say, hey, F you, I'm not going to do this, like with an attitude, and you never signed, you never did anything big, and you never went anywhere big. Like you're talking Manny Fernandez, for instance. I know he was in the AWA. Now it's pretty big back then. But I think maybe he had a couple shots in WCW, maybe.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Okay. But I don't think he was ever contracted or signed a deal.
Good point.
And then in Japan, he had some, he went to Japan several times. I don't think he was contracted. So if guys were like, you're playing with a wild card, and he was like a little, off the deep end back then. He was frisky. I'll say he's frisky. But, guys, if you're that frisky and you have that kind of hard head and you think you're that good and you should be on that level, but you never signed, there's a reason they didn't sign you at any company, and there was 10,000 companies back then, and then nobody signed you. There's a reason.
That is some serious breakdown,
you're
brother.
going to get a hot take every time you have Big Vito LoGrasso. His name is Big Vito LoGrasso. Vito, tell everybody what your Twitter account is once again, please.
All right, guys, let's go through it, and let's try to get it straight. We have a new thing on Facebook. We have the Corleone Club. Okay, that's my brand new studio. That I'll be doing, live stuff from, with Hangouts and Skypes and doing the live interviews. Then, of course, we have the Big Vito brand on Facebook as well. Okay, now on Twitter, we have the Big Vito brand, which we can always use some followers, and it's growing. I've been doing a lot of podcasts with Duke of Wrestling, The Virtue, and some other people, which has been going well. Okay, I have my own show on Podcast One, is Getting Color. I also co-host the Raw and SmackDown review with the Vince Russo brand on Tuesdays. I also have my own YouTube channel, which is the Big Vito brand, where you can go and sign up for the Big Vito brand. It's free. Subscribe, guys. You'll enjoy all the videos. We also have merchandise. Now, the merchandise section, okay, we have ProWrestlingTees.com/the Big Vito brand. And I also have, and I'll announce it here, we have a groundbreaking deal with Collar and Elbow with the logo, the Big Vito, no spaces in between. Go buy yourself some merchandise. Use the Big Vito logo. It's the code. It's the code. Use the Big Vito code, like the code of silence, the code of Vito. Just put Big Vito in the code, and you'll get money off. Everybody's welcome to go. And we are going to have merchandise on Collar and Elbow as well. So I'll have 2 stores, 2 different places to buy merchandise. If you buy a shirt and I make some money, my wife likes Burger King, so we can get some Whoppers with cheese. And if it's a couple extra bucks and it makes my wife happy, hey, go have yourself a Whopper with cheese and shit up in a corner.
You know, I've never had a Whopper.
Really? In your life?
Ever in my life.
No.
I've always been I was trying to think about this the other day because as a kid I was a very picky eater.
Sure.
And at the fast food places, I always go for like a plain burger, plain cheeseburger maybe.
Mm.
And I think I narrowed it down to why.
Why?
I seem to remember my mother saying to me, if you order it plain, order a specialty burger, you're not going to get the one that's been sitting there under the lights. But then I realized they did away with that long before I was ever born, where they kept the food sitting and just waiting to be picked up.
Sure.
So basically, a function of the industry of fast food made me a picky eater.
Interesting.
And as a result, never had a Whopper.
Well, you know what?
Am I missing anything?
You're missing everything. It's delicious.
All right. I've always preferred Burger King to McDonald's.
Okay. Not me,
No,
but okay.
so you prefer a Big Mac over a Whopper?
Well, I don't eat Big Macs. You know, but...
Well, if you were hypothetically, you're a very healthy guy, I know. You're always doing jumping jacks and
out
stuff.
of the two?
Yeah.
Out of the two, I would go with the Whopper.
Okay.
But no mayo.
Yeah, okay. I'll
All
agree
right.
with you on that.
Just
I
get
will
rid of the
agree with
mayo.
you on mayo. The
Yep.
mayo does not belong anywhere. There's no place for mayo.
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
Like, I don't even know why it's made.
The Burger King burger, which is flame broiled,
That's right. It's superior.
is superior.
Yeah.
But the McDonald's bun?
See, I like the seeded bun.
No, the McDonald's bun, there's something about it. There's something going on with the bun.
There is something going on with it, but I think the seeded bun is superior.
McDonald's makes a better cheeseburger. Just plain cheeseburger, like you said.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
They just, something about it, they do the right thing.
Yeah.
And the fries.
Yeah, Burger King has always been very hit or miss on the fry.
Yeah, they don't.
I will say, though, I'm going to throw a wild card in here.
Uh-oh.
You got to go for the Wendy's Frosty.
Yeah, of course.
Wendy's, I think, strongest suit is the Frosty.
Absolutely.
They've got good fries, too.
They do.
Because they do like a whole potato
Sea
thing.
salt and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Their burgers are good, a little heavy.
Yeah.
But if you've been out late, I think if you've been out late and you need something to pull yourself together because you know tomorrow morning is going to hurt,
Sure.
I would go for the Wendy's if I had the option. Just because it's just a massive hit.
What about Taco Bell?
Never been to a Taco Bell in my life.
In your life?
Never set foot in a Taco Bell.
Jesus. What's wrong with you?
Because I like Mexican food. I
Yeah.
love all that.
Yeah.
But I'll make it at home or
Sure.
go out to a nice restaurant.
Sure.
The thought, it just looks so artificially bad.
It's delicious.
You know why? Because a hamburger is a hamburger.
Yep.
You can fast food a hamburger. You can fry a burger at home. You can grill it. Mexican food, there's a lot of ingredients.
Sure.
There's a lot of subtlety. Part of the Mexican food is the peppers and the onion and the freshness. There's no way you're getting anything from Taco Bell.
Oh, speak for yourself.
What about the KFC versus the Popeyes?
Ooh. Depends on what you get.
Okay, because I haven't been to the KFC for a long time, nor have I been to the Popeyes. I do like a fried chicken.
Popeyes is a little saltier
Yeah.
and crispier.
Right.
But KFC's does the barbecue really good.
Really? Yeah.
They do like a honey barbecue wing or, some of their
I
sandwiches
just never
like
had
that.
a good digestive issue with the KFC. There's always been a little something. I don't know if it's the batter
Yeah,
or
could
something
be.
doesn't agree with me.
Yep. But there's a lot of spices in there.
A lot of spices and I think a lot of butter.
Yes.
in
Definitely
there.
a lot of butter.
So,
yeah, definitely.
but boy, the KFC is just. I think the KFC on a scale of all of them, KFC is the ultimate guilty pleasure
Sure.
because nothing about it makes any sense.
Yeah, but it works. It works.
It works.
Yep. See?
They got the kernel. They got everything.
And some of them, they do a buffet.
At the KFC,
I'm telling you, man.
I've never seen that.
I've
never even
seen
heard
KFC buffets. Unbelievable.
of that. Where do they have that?
Kentucky. I've been.
Is there Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky?
I swear to you there is. And I've been. And they have buffet.
All right.
You can get fried okra at KFC in Kentucky.
Well, I certainly hope if you're down south, you're getting the
Yeah,
proper soul
of course,
food.
Of course. Hush puppies and the whole nine
all
yards.
the
Yeah,
accoutrement.
Yeah.
You need that. Otherwise, what's the point?
Fair enough. Folks, up next. I'm just
Is that our
telling you.
transition?
Yeah, this is a transition.
We went completely from talking to a wrestler.
Yeah.
We spun off a completely nonsensical
Talking
comedy
about
made-
fast food.
Fast food.
Yep. And now we're
there's
going to
no
talk
wrestling. Has there ever been a wrestling tie-in to fast food, like
Sure.
with toys?
Of course.
Was there ever McDonald's?
Cards and all that stuff.
Really? They did
Cups. Yeah, they do the whole 9
I
yards.
didn't remember. I mean, I know the movie tie-ins. I don't
KFC
remember.
sponsors WWE.
Do they really?
Come on, you know this.
Really?
We talked about Kurt Angle being the new Colonel.
Oh, I didn't. All right, that's fine. I mean, I could
But that's
see.
real,
No, I get that, but I
Yeah.
didn't know if there was more of a connection between the
No,
two than that.
they are a sponsor for the WWE. Absolutely they are. And have been for years.
I feel like none of those guys, though, they don't have any, because when they're working out and they're staying in shape, they can't be eating KFC.
They could.
I mean, maybe here or there, like, because they're burning a lot of
Have you
calories.
ever seen what Michael Phelps eats? Let me tell you, it ain't healthy, buddy.
I know, but he's
'Cause
burning.
he's burning, but these
guess.
guys are too.
I guess so.
You know?
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
you can't do it. You know, I guess they're working a lot.
They're
working probably more than Michael Phelps is performing.
And when they're on the road, it's late night.
Oh, it's late night.
How healthy are you going to eat at night?
Boy.
When you're on the road.
You know who ate a lot of KFC and enjoyed the living F out of it?
Who?
Ric Flair.
Truth.
Absolutely.
Truth.
Talk about late night.
Yeah.
The limo pulls up
Absolutely.
with the jacuzzi in the back.
Woo.
Where are we going?
Yep.
We're getting a bucket of the 11 herbs and spices.
That's it. That's it. That's why he's the nature boy. But folks, up next, I'm telling you right now, I'm Boston Bad Boy.
Yeah.
You can quote me on this. This is going to be the wildest segment we've ever had.
That's a big thing because we've had some crazy people on this show.
Well, we have a guest.
You notwithstanding.
Well, of course. Natasha, a.k.a. Smiley. She's into cosplay.
Okay.
She's into pro wrestling.
Sure.
And she's into going to porn conventions. I know.
What?
I know.
Oh, no.
So, folks, you know, this is like
no.
a PG show. At least I try to keep it PG.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're
We're
real
probably
PG.
going to go a little PG-13 in this next
You're real
segment.
family friendly.
But it's going to be worth it, okay? I'm just telling you it's going to be worth it. I hope. Make sure you're on your best behavior, by the way, okay?
Hey guys, this is Chelsea, the wrestling fan, and you're listening to Duke Loves Rasslin. So I went to this porn convention, and it was my best experience, and I'm gonna do it over again. It's called Exotica, and it's literally just like any other convention you go to, except regarding porn. Like, when you go in there, you see a lot of half-naked people, of all ages, too. I done seen some old people there. It's kind of weird. But, there's all different activities and whatever. There was, different competitions. There were ciphers. And you meet all these different porn stars. I know I met Cherokee and Sheridan Love, Alexis Texas, which her butt looks amazing. But, yeah. But it was my second time actually meeting Sheridan Love and Cherokee, which Cherokee is so freaking nice. It sucked that she didn't remember me for last year, but, she's just so nice, and that ass is just amazing in person. But after that, me and my friend, we were just walking around and whatnot, and all of a sudden, I just go toward the stage area, and I'm here dancing to other random girls dancing, and they're about to start, a lap dance competition. So people are gathering around. My friend comes, and they're choosing people. I immediately raised my hand because I was like, yo, me and my friend, we got to, do this. I would win this. So we go up. There's 3 contestants. I was contestant number 2. And the first thing, they wanted guys to give the girls lap dances. And it was funny because my friend, he tried his best, but, yeah, it was not a good lap dance. But then they turned it around, and they were like, okay, now ladies do it. I looked at my friend, I was like, oh, we got this. We've already won. And they just dropped the music immediately. I'm, bent over, touching ankles, twerking and whatever. There were so many people, there watching us do this lap dance. So then we finished, and the judges go contestant by contestant, go contestant number 1. And people are cheering when it's not too loud. Again, I'm contestant number 2. So once they put their hand over my head and contestant number 2, it literally felt like the entire room just cheered for me, and I was like, holy shit. But yeah, after that, they went to contestant number 3. I cheered so good. So I had won, and it was the best feeling ever to just win a freaking lap dance competition, and it was so random.
Whoa.
Oh.
All right.
Woo.
Calm down, Boston Bad Boy.
Woo.
Calm down. All right. Folks, don't adjust your speakers here.
I don't think speakers are what's being adjusted. Let me tell you.
Listen, this is still the Duke Loves Rasslin podcast here.
What is going? You know, we go to our little break and we come back, and what is going on here?
Guest. I told you we were going to have a guest here. This
is making up for last week. I got to tell you, you've totally redeemed yourself when you forgot to book a guest last week.
See that?
So I think already, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who this person is, but boy.
Well, this is Natasha, a.k.a. Smiley. Okay? This is
Smiley
here. And Smiley, I got to ask you, because what a story there. Jesus.
I need a glass of water.
First of all, what convention were you at?
It was called Exotica.
Exotica. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't hear that part at the beginning? She tucked that in right before the whole twerking.
I know, right? Yeah, right
he
before
paid
the
attention
twerking.
to the whole story.
Yeah. Boston
I
bad
was.
boy.
Yeah, I was in a whole
He's
other
a good
zone.
student. Yeah.
Everything just got really cloudy. It was like it got dark in here. I was I was in a whole other place.
So you want to first of all, who goes to a porn convention and wins a lap dance?
Wait a minute. You're going ahead. I'm going to take over because Duke is completely. He's wearing a cardigan. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
He's not in the mood for this conversation. All right. So you are a female who willingly admits that she goes to a porn convention. We need to start there because that's the genesis of this whole thing. Where does your interest in this come from?
It was actually random because I was literally chilling at home last year, and a friend of mine who's really into these conventions, he was asking me what I was doing a certain day, and I said, I'm not doing anything. Why? He's like, I want to take you to a porn convention.
No.
Just like
it turns out you just have to ask.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to write that down. Just got to ask. Okay. But you're somebody who is into other kinds of stuff. You're into other kind of conventions. You're a convention goer.
Yes.
Like what? What else are you into?
I've gone to Tidewater.
What's that? Come on, you're talking to non-geeks here.
Yeah,
We're very cool. We don't know
here.
this stuff. Come on.
I'm going to need y'all to get your geek on.
At what?
I don't know what that was, but it sounded good.
Y'all need to get. I said y'all need to get your geek on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think we're geeks, but not in the cool way. We're geeks in the uncool way.
Well,
so wait. Instead of giving us the specific name, so what kind of con is that? Is it Comic-Con? What is it?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay, so it's a Comic-Con, and then what else? You're into, I assume, since you're on this show and you called this number, you're into wrestling as well.
Yes.
And are there wrestling cons?
Of course.
Is that a thing? I wasn't aware of that there was a...
That's actually part of the cons.
Okay, so it's part of the whole, if you're at a Comic-Con or whatever and you're dressing up, wrestling dressing up is, or cosplay, I know that.
Cosplay.
That's part of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're hanging out, your friend called and said, hey, let's go to this different kind of. I have a different kind of con that we can go to. Let me con you into going to this con.
Yeah, Exotica.
Exotica,
yeah.
And you say, what the hell? Let's do it.
Exactly.
So you go in. So now, is this the kind of a con where you cosplay? I mean, because if you go to Comic-Con, like I would do maybe like an Indiana Jones or Batman,
Star Trek.
Something Star Trek related. Yep. When you go into the Exotica, what are you doing?
Okay, so people actually do. There's some special people that cosplay in there.
Special people.
And there was actually a porn star I saw this past one. I can't remember her name. Mm-hmm. But she came and she cosplayed into the Sailor Moon characters. But in, of course, a sexier way.
Sure.
I was like,
I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, the idea that like Sailor Moon hasn't been sexualized enough, like that cartoon doesn't already exist in a world where we're very on the fringe of that. That this is actual.
You got to be Emerald and kick it up a notch.
Yeah, just add a little bam,
bam. That's it.
So, did you dress up for this?
I did.
Okay, so give us an idea here. Remember, this is theater of the mind, okay? So you've got to put on your best radio professional and tell us, what is it? What did you do?
Okay, so I went as a schoolgirl.
Oh, Jesus.
But it wasn't planned that way. I wasn't thinking that way.
Yeah, you were
So,
go ahead. It was supposed to be you're supposed to go to the library. It's a very slim but important difference.
Clearly.
Like, I bought this skirt suspender thing, and it was plaid. And I was like, okay, I think I have a shirt to wear with this. Mm-hmm. And it was my white shirt. And once I put it on...
Well, it just fell into place, didn't it?
Yeah.
The universe smiled on us all. The universe smiled on all of us. And suddenly she was the Catholic schoolgirl.
Oh, my goodness.
And it just so happened, Duke, just so happened she had the suspenders and the shirt.
Sure.
And it just so happened her friend called her to go to this thing.
Just like
Isn't
that.
that amazing?
Just like that.
The world is full of fun coincidences. So
telling
there
you.
you are. You got your outfit pulled together, and you and your friend go. Was it a male friend or a female friend? I forget.
Male friend.
A male friend.
Of course it was.
Gee, this guy, can I get his? This guy's a genius, by the way.
You got to hang out with
I
him
gotta
more.
hang, I gotta hang out with him more than Duke.
That's right.
So you guys go over there. You go to the convention center, wherever the hell it is, and you walk in. And now, had you been to one of these before, an adult film convention?
Yeah, he took me.
Oh, so he's taken you before.
This guy is like this.
So this
yeah,
guy's
the thing the thing I said before is the first time he took me.
So this guy's a habitual line stepper, is what you're saying. So, but he gets away with it, so it happens.
This year I was ready.
Oh, so
she was ready.
I get it now.
She
It all
was
makes
ready.
sense. She was not ready. She was anticipating.
That's right.
So you go in. Now this is old hat for you. These are your people. You're going to wander in there.
Yep.
So when you go there, because I've been to a lot of like car shows and stuff. I've admittedly never been to a porn convention, but like there's a lot of there's vendors, there's people signing autographs. It's pretty much that kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go in. Where do you go first? Where do you wander over to first?
I just walk.
You just walk.
That's right.
I just walk, and wherever I end up is where I end up.
Look at that.
Really a specific.
But we got to get to the stage.
No, but wait a minute. We're getting to the stage. I'm working us through this. Will you let me do this,
All right,
please?
all right,
I'm
all
trying
right.
to.
All right.
I got a glass of ice water
I'm
here.
telling
I'm
you, this
trying to
guy.
get myself together.
Ice water.
Yeah. So you come in the front door. I'm assuming the stage is at the back. This is just how my mind is seeing it. So you got to make your way through the gauntlet of all the things that are going on. Some things pleasant, some things unpleasant. I'm assuming, given the crowd. Because it's not only attractive people that are into porn. I have to, right? I mean, I would say that the crowd themselves, there's a big gap between the looks of the crowd and the looks of the actors.
Oh yeah.
So all right, so give me as on your way to the stage, because Duke is itching to get to the stage. Tell us one place interesting you stopped and chatted or interacted somehow.
So I just thought about this. So I met this porn star. What the heck's her name? Norma Stilts, I think is her name.
Oh, okay. What a name.
Norma Stitz. There we go.
Oh, I get it. Yes, that makes sense.
Okay.
Well, it's funny because you said earlier I met a porn star named Turkey,
No,
and I said Turkey.
Cherokee the
yeah,
ass.
Cherokee.
Come on.
It took me a minute because I said
Cherokee
Turkey.
The ass.
I don't know, but I thought Turkey was a strange name for a porn star.
yeah.
I mean, maybe not though.
Gobble.
There is stuffing involved. I don't know.
All right.
Anyway,
All right.
moving on.
Keep it PG, damn it.
So you met Normus Stitz.
Yes.
And
her name is because
well,
she has very big.
I think we can figure it out. I think we can figure it out.
You're talking to two red-blooded males here,
Yeah.
and I think
We
we
can
understand.
figure that out.
And
But
so,
she's actually in the Guinness Book of Records for having the biggest.
Oh, she's a legend. Oh, look at that. Shout out to Normus.
so wait, is she the person that breaks things?
I don't
Like crushes
think so.
bricks and stuff. I've seen that.
Oh my! What are you?
Oh, wait, I haven't seen that.
Into?
I haven't seen that. I was doing
Jeez.
research.
Yeah, sure.
And I was
Sure.
in the Guinness Book of World
Too
Records.
much information, pal.
And I think there is I don't know if it's her.
Yeah.
But someone who uses their God-given gifts.
This is what you like.
To look at Bruce Lee would take his hand and chop through 6 pine wood boards.
Okay. Yeah.
This lady's doing the same thing. No
Unbelievable.
hands needed.
Get to the stage.
No hands
Just
needed.
get to the stage.
All right, so I'm going to leave these other nebulous activities
Yeah, please,
that she mentioned
please,
earlier. So you
please.
get upstairs. So so you're wandering around, and you just happen to come across. You wander your way into a contest.
So I was walking, and the DJ playing like some really good music. So I felt like dancing. So I go towards the stage area. I'm dancing, and
Is it just you dancing, or is there like a dance floor? What?
so it was where people were standing, like because it was right in front of the stage.
Oh, you just dance wherever you want to dance. I got it. See?
Oh yeah, around that area you can.
I just don't see a lot of random dancing at Comic-Con though. You don't see like the Hulk and Iron Man just breaking out and dancing.
This is Exotica.
I have.
Really? Oh, we're gonna get into that
Well,
later.
you were
Hang
the
on,
one
hang
doing
on.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that later.
Yeah.
All right, so, so you're just dancing. You're feeling the music. It's all working. Mm-hmm. And then.
Then that's when I found out a lap dance competition is about to start.
I see. So you wandered. So just happened conveniently, you wandered back to the stage because you thought maybe I have a shot at this. Is that what you were thinking?
No, it was random. because I was walking by it.
Oh,
and
walking
I
by
hear
it.
the guy on the mic say, "Okay, we're about to get ready to do the lap dance competition."
You know how many times that's happened to me, Duke, where I've just been randomly walking by and then the lap dance competition breaks out? It happens all the time.
Sure.
She wasn't
It's
looking
Tuesday.
for it.
It's a Tuesday.
She wasn't dressed as a schoolgirl, feeling pretty good.
Absolutely.
And said, you know what? I think I'll show these guys a thing or two.
Well, no, here's what I want to know, though. Hold on a second. Because this is too much anticipation here.
No.
What moves were you doing that was so much better than everybody else? Because, look, we still got to talk about wrestling here, too.
I'm not even... Listen, I've never been less interested in wrestling than I am right now.
It's a wrestling show, pal. Going to get us kicked off the air. So what was it that made you win? Because, come on, I'm sure you had a lot of competition there.
Okay, so I really wouldn't have called the competition. And the only reason I say that is because I kind of already knew what I was going to do that would get people's attention.
Oh.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna because Duke again jumping ahead. He doesn't understand the fine art. He doesn't understand the fine art of anticipation.
Here we go.
So you're the schoolgirl. There's three of you up there. You're the schoolgirl. What are the other two contestants dressed as?
Random people.
Just nothing.
Regular.
Just regular. Suggestive attire.
Yeah.
Okay. Regular suggestive attire. We've got schoolgirl number 2 in the middle. I'm picturing this. I'm painting a picture.
I'm telling you, look at this guy.
In my own mind. I don't care about you. I'm in my own space right now. So you get up on stage. Everyone, contestant, do you all dance at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're doing a lap dance. Now are the judges the ones that you're dancing for?
No,
Or is it just a solo performance?
It was like a couple thing. So. And I had my friends, so I'm like, bruh.
This guy again.
He keeps
coming back.
Couples thing.
He keeps coming back.
Boy, by the way, can I just say, only in the mind of a man was the couples lap dance competition designed.
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
woman was involved in planning that.
No, of course
No,
not.
it was just the man that said, you know, it'd be great.
Yeah.
If we just had a competition where I get a lap dance.
That's it.
Because win or lose, he wins.
This is why he invited her. He knew what he was doing.
Genius. This guy is a genius.
Give him the award now.
I hate this guy.
I'm telling you.
I thought I was smart.
But you want to be his friend. See?
Friend. I want to be his protege.
Yeah.
Never mind, friend.
Oh, my gosh.
So you guys go up, and so you're doing the lap dance on your friend, and everyone else that's how it's set up. And the judges are now. Are the judges porn star? Who are the judges?
Oh, the judges is the crowd.
So it's just a crowd by applause. So they just say, okay, all right.
So this is more difficult, you know.
But the crowd you would assume are industry people, people who are just wandering around like she was. It could be anybody.
It was all people wandering around.
Right. Okay.
And whoever decided to stay and watch the competition or whatever.
What would you say?
A lot of people.
What would you say is the gender split of the crowd? Would you say it's 50-50 men, women? More men, way more men, like 99% men? Because that's what I'm thinking.
Or women.
No, because there definitely were women there. I would say it was maybe 40, 60.
Okay.
40
Okay.
women.
That's actually better than I would think. That's better than I think because I don't. Never mind. So you're up there, and boy, this is just too much. So you're up there, you're doing your thing. Everybody's doing their thing. Now it comes time to who's going to win the contest. Now you prepared some moves apparently ahead of time.
It was simple.
Now it was simple, meaning this is just natural for you. This is just your natural MO.
Like when it comes to music or what I'm doing, I'll know how to dance. If I know I'm about to do a lap dance, I know exactly what moves would look good for a lap dance. Or if I'm just about to dance, I just regular dance.
See, but this is where I'm confused, right, Duke? Because when you're if someone's doing a lap dance, right, they're performing for the person whose lap on which they're dancing.
Sure.
In the contest, they're performing for the audience.
Well, you got to perform for all the above.
That's a lot.
So basically, you're performing for the audience, and well, you're not technically really performing for your friend or whatever. Because
I think you are. I have to disagree with you there, my friend, because I think he's getting the best show in the house.
That's the truth.
Well, yeah, okay.
I'm just wondering that you seem to say
that way.
Yeah, you said earlier that you knew what you were going to do. Which makes me think that if, say, Duke and I popped over for a glass of lemonade one day, and we just happened to play some good music, a lap dance could pop out.
Yeah, probably.
There it is. I think we can just end the show on that. Well, I've got nothing left.
We got it. All right.
I've got nothing left.
So I'm gonna bring it back to what the show is actually about. Who would you say could give the best lap dance in the WWE today?
Ooh.
See that? Didn't see that one coming.
I'm going to tell you who my thought is. You ready for this?
Because of her ass, Naomi.
Wow.
Look at that.
See, Duke, and because I'm a feminist, I think Roman Reigns would give the best lap dance.
What is wrong with you?
Because you know what?
I like you.
Roman Reigns.
What is wrong with you?
Listen. Lap dance is
You
gender
ruined it.
neutral.
You ruined it.
Lap dance is gender neutral.
Everything was going well and you ruined it.
Because in your mind, you pictured woman.
See?
I like you. I like you a lot.
Boy, and you haven't even met me yet. You just wait for that. Because I've got a few moves myself.
Oh, my
okay?
goodness. Listen, Smiley, if any of our listeners want to reach out to you and learn about cosplay, lap dance, or everything else in between.
I want to know about the superheroes. I just want to know.
All right, real quick.
When you've gone to like a traditional Comic-Con, what are some of the... Have you done superheroes? What have you done?
Next year, I'm doing... One of the days I'll do Luigi, because I have a Luigi costume I did for Halloween.
Like Mario and Luigi?
Yes.
Well, do you have a Mario? Is it this guy again?
Oh, Jesus, this guy. He keeps popping
Is this
up.
guy Mario? Wait, is this guy Mario?
Can't get rid of this guy.
I'm asking, is this guy Mario?
No.
Okay, good. Because I'm an Italian in real life. So if you need a Mario...
Would you stop?
It's just
stop
it just makes sense,
Just
Duke.
cut it out.
It just makes sense. All right, Duke will yell at me.
Yeah.
Have you done any wrestling cosplay?
No, I have not yet.
So there you go. Maybe you could do Roman Reigns because Duke loves Roman Reigns.
She's not going to do Roman Reigns.
And you could do
Roman is everything.
Yeah, so we could do like a little bit of a sassy Roman Reigns.
Let me explain something to you here, Smiley. I didn't invite you on this show to say anything positive about my arch nemesis, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
If fans want to get in touch with you, what's the best way they can reach you?
Facebook and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And my Instagram is Smiley_pop_queen.
Smiley, the next convention that happens, we're going to have you come back, especially if there's a lap dance competition. We're going to need, maybe we can get a live spot from you. You can report live from the convention.
Mm-hmm. And maybe you could take me with you to help produce all that.
He does not go with you.
No problem.
So what's this, you trying to invite yourself to conventions here?
It's called taking advantage of an opportunity.
Unbelievable.
When opportunity knocks, you answer.
But listen, the guy, I don't think he's going to want you there.
I'm sorry, there may not even be a guy.
There may not be a guy.
She might just be feeling like she needs an excuse.
See?
I don't know.
See? And you wanted to be the Mario to her Luigi.
Well, just not in a plumbing sense, but just going to a thing, just to check out the convention. I'm just saying.
Oh my God!
Not to typecast an Italian as the Italian plumber, but
look,
I'm available.
This is a PG show.
I may be available.
This is a PG show. You kind of went a little,
I did not.
You were dancing on the line there. You were dancing on the line there.
If that's dancing on the line, your life must be very boring.
Hey, listen.
And you know what? It actually is. I know that for a fact.
Give me a break. Give me a break. All right, Boston Bad Boy. Enough with the porn conventions and anime and all this other stuff here. Let's get back to wrestling. That's what the show is about. Wrestling, okay? This is about wrestling.
You're going to keep saying it?
I have to, because... maybe if I say it 5 times, you'll snap out of this little fog you're in.
If I say your name 3 times, do you disappear like Beetlejuice?
I stay right here.
Someday I'll try it.
Give me a break.
Well, I got to collect my mind here. I'm a little.
She threw you off. You were having too much fun.
Okay. So earlier, you mentioned Chris Jericho is going to be wrestling Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Yeah.
And that's New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Why are you talking about this again?
Well, I found that interesting because Chris Jericho. He's a guy who's got he's one of the biggest WWE stars ever. Now he's wrestling for a competitor. I don't know what's going on. You tell me what's going on.
Well, I tried to explain it before, and then you were rude when you interrupted me. But, his contract expired with the WWE, and I guess he just wanted to test something out a little different, and he's going to go back to Japan and have one match. Just one match. So don't get all, hot and bothered about it.
No, I think, you know what I think? I think this is another instance where, I can't. I got to go. I got to go take a cold shower. I can't do this. I can't do it.
What is he doing?
I can't. I got to go. I'll see you. I'll see you later.
Okay. Well, thank you to Big Vito LoGrasso for joining us. He just walked out, folks. Thank you to Natasha Smiley for joining us there. I don't know what the Boston Bad Boys problem is. He got a little too excited talking about the porn convention, but hey, join us next week where hopefully he can snap out of it because that was very strange. I got to go chase this guy down. You don't walk out of my studio, pal. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this guy.